Bonsoir. Today I want to just mention something that came up in one of my sessions today, talking to a client. I noticed how many of her phrases start with like a should. Like she said, she wasn't sure how she should behave in that situation. She wasn't familiar with that situation, so she didn't know how she should behave. And we talked about how much she comes from, what other people tell her to do, or what society says is the right thing to do. And I told her, I said a phrase that I first heard from Brian Johnson, Philosopher's Notes, not AC/DC. And he said it came out of a book. It's in a positive psychology book. I can't remember which one. And he said, quit shitting on yourself, you know? And that's what we do when we should ourselves. We're shitting on ourselves. It's really bad. When everything you do comes from a should, where's the space in there for you to have an opinion, have a feeling, and do something that you feel like you want to do? Where's the place in there where you let yourself have something? There's not a lot of space in should for you to just love yourself and feel the love. So I'm someone who thrives on, or has traditionally thrived on, external approval. There's a way that I've caught myself looking for love outside of myself. And I know I'm not the only one. So it's quite a common thing. We look for approval. We look for love outside of ourselves to tell us that we're doing a good job, tell us that we're okay, tell us that we're accepted. So what I invited my client to do today, and you can play as well if you like, is just notice this week where you're coming from should, where there's a judgment on what you or someone else should do. And where you can make it more empowered, where you can look at, is there a desire there? Can you, what would be your choice? What's your I want to, or perhaps they want to, or, you know, what would be nice, or what would feel good? What would feel good? Yeah. And if you're coming from should, where's that should coming from? Who said? Says who? Says they? And if it's just a societal norm, maybe let's look at where that comes from and just double check if we actually need it and what it's doing. And is it having everyone feel delicious and nourished and free? Does it really serve a purpose, or does it just function because that's the way we do it and we all have to follow along? So I'm kind of, you know, I'm ad-libbing this thing and it's getting a bit abstract, because I'm kind of want to leave some spaces for you to come up with your own examples. Where are you shitting on yourself? And feel into it, and feel into if you were God, or if you were king of the world and you were making up the rules, would you have that should? And is there a would like to? Because that might be a more interesting place to play. All right, chicos, me voy. Hasta mañana. Ciao.